In this lesson, I will show you how to flush the firmware of the brick and install a new firmware based on the Java platform. All of this is thanks to the leJOS project. You can see it looks in a different way than the standard NXT firmware. I will use the latest Ubuntu Linux as of this moment, 12. In one of the next lessons, I will stop at working with other operating systems. At the end of the lesson, we will have the new firmware installed and working. Currently, there is a brand new virtual machine installed on my computer. These are the steps I will try to follow. First, download Java. Second, download leJOS. Then download a tool called Ant. The next step is setting environment variables, special for Linux. Then we will have to download and install libUSB, a library for the USB driver. Then we have to configure the rules for accessing the USB, adding dev rules and a new group. And at the end, we have to reset the brick and install the new firmware. Okay, let's do it. Our first step is to install Java on this computer. I'm going to start a new terminal. And I will try to install Java on this Ubuntu. Install, open JDK 6. You must install the JDK, not the JRE version of Java. Type in your password. There will be some downloading and installation. Yes. After the installation, we have Java already installed on this computer. We can try it. We can type Java and we can see different options. Java means version, give us the version of Java that is installed. Our next step is to install leJOS. I'll start the Firefox browser. And search for leJOS. We have two versions for the NXT brick and for the RCX brick. Download for the NXT. Since I'm currently on Ubuntu, I'm downloading this star archive. The version of leJOS is 091. Download, direct link, save. After the installation is complete, we can open the containing folder. We can see the archive and we can extract it here. Let's see what's in the archive. We have a few folders: bin, build, docs and lib. The main folder we need to access is bin, but before accessing the bin folder we must install one more tool, and that's Ant. How do we install Ant? We again open the terminal. And type in install Ant. and now we have Ant already installed. Our next step is to try to locate the NXT brick from Ubuntu Linux using leJOS. I will go to the downloads folder, but first I should probably zoom in here so that you can see more clearly what am I typing. Now we go to downloads, then to leJOS, then we have several folders. One folder is bin, and in the bin folder we have a number of executables. The interesting one, well, all of them are interesting, but the one that we need is nxj browse, and when we type in nxj browse in the terminal, we get the following error. We cannot find a USB COM driver, and we cannot find Bluetooth driver, so there is no way for this Ubuntu Linux to locate our NXT brick. Now we must install the USB driver. Installing the USB driver is pretty straightforward, I think. We can do a sudo cache, we search for USB, and we can see that there are many results for USB when we search the Ubuntu repository. I'll be more specific, I'll search for libUSB, and for libUSB we have, let me find it, we have several libraries, and the one that we need is this one, libUSB dev. So we install libUSB dev. If we now try, if we now try to access the brick, it will again give us an error because we must compile a library for native access using the USB driver, and this is done from the build folder. And when we are in the build folder, we type ant. As a result, we have built a native library that can access on our machine the USB driver, and leJOS can use this jlibnxt, and it was installed correctly. Let's try to access the brick. You might think this is all we should do, but if we now try to access the brick, we get the same error, and even if we turn it on, the brick is turned on. We do again nxj browse, but again we have this error, and our next step is to fix this error. After installing the USB driver, there is one more step we should do, and this is to configure the rules for accessing the USB. For this, we will go to the system folder, udev, then rules, and we should create a new file called, it might be called 70 lego.rules. Now in this file you should describe the rules for accessing the USB, but you can see these rules on the site of leJOS. Just to show you how to get there, you search on the internet, you go to the site of leJOS, then in tutorial, then getting started, and because we are on Linux, we choose Linux, and then we have in this section a section called USB driver, and we have the rules. We can just copy paste them, copy, then paste them, save this file. In this file you can see that there is a group Lego described, and to be able to access the USB driver, we should add the user we are currently using, Kirill, to this group. adding a user to a group, you can do it in the following way. You can create a new group at Lego. Then you can add user Kirill to group Lego. Then, because I'm currently the user Kirill and I can see that using groups I am already part of the group Lego. And if we now go to the folder where we installed leJOS, and if we start the brick, you might think that everything is okay, but when we start nxj browse, we will again get an error that the brick is not found. And this here is the moment that you could either reload all the UDEF rules or just restart your system. I'll keep it with the restarting the system. After the system is restarted, we again make sure that the brick is working. Then we start a new terminal. We go to the downloads, then leJOS folder, then bin. Because I'm on a virtual machine, I'll make sure that the USB is connected. Yes, it is recognized. And if I now start nxj browse, we are waiting. We can see that the brick was found, and we can now connect to this brick. Okay, so we are already connected to this brick.